Okay, channeling journey day 24. I'm now just simply going into meditation and then talking to my voice recorder. It's slow, which is why I'm not just showing you that because it's really boring and you got to connect the pieces. So I think this is a better way to talk about what's being said. But I knew going into meditation, I heard that we're going to talk about duality today. And so it's kind of cool how it comes through. And yeah, I don't know. This is such a cool experience. So here's today's channeling. We're going to talk today about duality and contrast. As you walk through your world, you're exposed to black and white, hot and cold, up and down. All this duality is to provide context to your experience. Contrast is what gives life depth and where you can assign meaning to what you're experiencing. While your world may seem divided right now, at the core, you're all connected, but you're experiencing dramatic contrast so you can better identify and clarify the path your soul is taking. The contrast is like two sides of the same coin. When you find yourself in an experience you don't prefer, or facing a viewpoint you don't prefer that is pushing all of your buttons, you have a choice. You can walk away from the situation, turn the coin over, and look at the other side, or you can choose to engage with the side not preferred. It would benefit you to remember that you are still connected to all those souls that are exhibiting a viewpoint or experiencing opposite of your own. You may ask yourself, how do I navigate these waters when it's so diametrically opposed to who and what I am and believe? We would tell you to breathe. Find that connection to the eternal now and see them through the eyes of love. From that perspective, you may choose to see them with a heart of compassion. From that perspective, you may understand that their soul needs this experience for it to grow. If you hold them in love, which means having compassion for their journey and understanding that their journey is not your energy, that their journey is not your journey, that energy you're giving to them will be of benefit to them along their path. What they do and how they choose to respond, it's not your business. This does not mean you should be a doormat, for you can still be a messenger, but do so from a place of love and not of anger. Remember, beloved, water wears away stone. The water simply flows as water, being very clear about who and what it is. It doesn't change. It's just water. When more water joins with it, it can become a tidal wave for sure. But even in the tidal wave, all the individual droplets of water are still just water. They are true to who they are and what they believe, and they simply flow. Take time to understand this metaphor. Be like water. You've been hearing the water metaphor for a while now. Pause and think about the meaning. Be like water. We are complete. Okay, that's pretty cool. Water is what it is. It doesn't change. It just flows and it joins with more water, people like itself, but they don't change. They are just who they are. That might change the world if we can do that. Anyway, see you tomorrow.